This ragged-eared jumbuck has gotten his head stuck in the fence while trying to eat a nearby bush. He looks up at you with ruminant hatred as he stands perfectly still, legs splayed from when he braced to try to pull himself free. As you regard his predicament, he lets out a massive fart, and a wet slop of manure lands in the dry grass behind him. He did! That was where our missing poop was! Hello, friends. Welcome to TroytlePower Presents Power Playthroughs podcast with TroytlePower. I'm your host, TroytlePower. This is the podcast where we play games in a powerful way. And I'm sick, so I'm sorry if I cough at you. I will try not to. We're going to check out a little bit of Broken Roads today, a new post-apocalyptic CRPG.
That much was passed down. Everything else has been lost.
Big ol' mushroom cloud.
When the bombs dropped, 80% of Australia's population was wiped out, just like that. Those who weren't immediately vaporized carried the radiation inland, poisoning all the pretty places they crawled to. The desert swallowed the rest. Despite it all, we survived. We rebuilt. We even formed strong enough allegiances to have wars of our own. But these wars were of disease, of hunger, of people who'd forgotten the sacrifices that have always been made beyond the steady glows of the cities that now choked with dust. Our great-grandparents made it. We will too. All it takes to thrive in this new world is guts, grit, and hard yakka. That's where you come in.
That's where I come in. Very cool, kind of comic booky art style there. Okay, origin: hired gun, surveyor, barter crew, or jackaroo. Hired gun: you grew up with a gun in your hand. Starts with shooting mastery and opportunist, and good at strength and awareness. The surveyor gets vigilance and punt. Barter crew gets leadership and biology. And the jackaroo gets tinker and biology. I kind of like the idea of jackaroo. You were a lost pup. Your parents ditched you at a remote station when you were an infant. The manager brought you in, the station hands took to you, and you became a kind of mascot to them. You grew up with the tools and can fix most simple machines. Yeah. Hunting in the bush. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to keep reading because that's dark. So it says you learned how to read an animal, care for its injuries, and put it to work. They taught you to hunt, giving you the skills to survive just about anywhere. You were hunting in the bush when the raiders came. First sign you had was the pillar of smoke. By the time you got back, everyone you knew was dead. You've been on the go since, looking for a new place to settle down. You thought you might have found it in Brookton. Maybe you could see out your days there. Yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe a jackaroo. Looks like there's 4 character options to choose from that are masculine and 4 that are feminine. We're gonna pick this guy because he's got a cool coat. That's normally not how I pick my characters, but that's what we're gonna go with. What should his name be? Oh no, you don't have a randomized name thing. I just started playing Baldur's Gate, and my character's name in that is Tav. We're gonna go with something similar here. We're gonna go with Tap. We're gonna go Tap. That's gonna be our name. Submit. Morality. Introduction to the Moral Compass. A 360-degree view of possible dialogue options, attitudes you can hold, and decisions you can make throughout the journey. It's divided into 4 parts: utilitarian, nihilist, Machiavellian, and humanist. With the golden arc representing the worldview. With the golden arc representing your worldview, often overlapping different quadrants. Where decision lies is not always clear-cut, and the border matters. It's entirely possible to be utilitarian, focused on the greater good for all, which will suit options in the quadrant closest to the humanist border. Okay. Broken Roads doesn't reduce things to simple right and wrong or good and evil, and this is reflected in how you can handle the scenarios you face in your journey. At the center of the compass are the brightly illuminated areas of moral tendencies, which allow your character to make lower-level moral decisions or expressions of ideas that would otherwise fall outside of their worldview. Note that the further a decision is from the center of your worldview, the larger impact it will have on shifting it. Okay. Cool. The more decisions you make close to the center of your worldview, the more narrow-minded you will become, allowing you to make higher-level decisions. Conversely, selecting a wider range of choices will make you broad-minded, often allowing more options, but making certain higher-level decisions and moral traits unavailable. Okay. Okay. Cool. Continue with 4 moral quadrants. Oh, close. There we go. Okay. So, okay, we've got questions to figure this out. You and your crew are hacking through the bush when you hear screams off to your right. An unwary bloke stepped on some mating death adders, and he and the Sheila who pulled him back have both been bitten. They're in for an excruciating death unless you can help them. The problem is you've only got 1 dose of antivenom. Okay, so Humanist says give them both half a dose. It's possible that it'll be insufficient, but it's better than simply letting them die. Nihilist says save it for yourself. Utilitarian says give one of them the venom, the other a tourniquet. And Machiavellian says give it to the bloke as he is the more senior member of the two. He'll remember that you saved his life and it would benefit you later. Oh no. We're gonna do the utilitarian. One gets an anti-venom and the other gets a tourniquet. After a series of raids on caravans passing near your home, you put together a scouting party. You've caught a bandit leader and one of his raiders. The leader pleads for release, pledging to comply with your terms. Okay. Do you free him? No. So I can execute them both on the spot. I can take him back to town to stand trial. I can escort them far away, warning that if you catch them here again, they're dead. Or I can tell him that you'll let one of them go, him or his raider, and he gets to choose which one lives. That's just cruel. I don't know. We're gonna go nihilist. Execute them both on the spot. A nearby town state has a new chief, and he's starting to flex his muscles. He sends an envoy with a threat. Pay tribute or suffer his wrath. He clearly has the military strength to back it up. Do you pay? Okay. I can choose to let him come. You're not scared of threats. Negotiate with the envoy. But have your top fighters follow you and then publicly execute the envoy, displaying his head on a spike? Whoa. Send scouts to see if he can enforce his demands. If he can, pay up. If he can't, send him a mocking reply. Or send an envoy in return and try to negotiate with the new chief. War hurts everyone and maybe it can work. Yeah, that one. A child in the village has started showing symptoms of the plague. The town chose to quarantine him and his family, but you caught him sneaking out of the house to play with other kids. Oh no. Let him go with a warning. If he's contagious, you're all infected now too. If he's not, no harm done. Rally some neighbors and evict the entire family from town. No. Send him back to his house under careful guard. The whole family will have to leave town if they continue to put everyone at risk. Or return to his house and explain to the family what will happen to the town if they're all infected. Make them see reason. I like that one. You've been captured by people who've clearly gone mad, finding yourself in a pen along with a Dew farmer you've met before, a mercenary stripped of his weapons, and a terrified young family. The captors assemble a massive pyre, indicating their intent for a twisted sacrifice. Noticing a guard's distraction, you're certain you can escape on your own, but every person you bring with you increases the chances you'll get caught. I can try to get everyone out. I can slip away on my own. I can convince the merc to come with you. The Dew farmer can likely find his own way out, but the family will be nothing but a liability. Or get the family out first. The other captives should be able to handle themselves. Yeah, we're going to rescue the family first. You've discovered a cache of pre-apocalypse supplies in an abandoned farmhouse. You can't carry it all back on your own, so you enlist a few friends from town to help. When you return to the cache, you found a group of emaciated scavengers in the process of looting the place for themselves. Do you let them take the supplies? I mean, here's my thought on this one. I don't have a claim to it. Like, just because I found it and then I left. I can threaten the scavengers. I can let them take the supplies, but secretly follow back to their home. Once there, you can loot their other goods and kill them all. Let them go. They're starving and clearly need the supplies more than you do. Plus, they had no way of knowing you found them first. Or tell them you found the place first and also to split the takings. Better to get less than you wanted. No, humanist. Let them go. They did it. We're going to continue. Attributes and skill trees. Fortitude is strength and agility. Temperance is resistance and awareness. And wisdom is intelligence and charisma. Each origin story comes with unique bonuses. The example to the right with 8 in resolve and 13 where souls story 1. In combat, movement points are derived from agility and strength, while action points are determined by agility and intelligence. The pun skill. The ability to have a pun, essentially taking a risk on something uncertain. Your player character has a pool of punt points they can draw on if they need to attempt a skill check that they fall just short of, or if they want to increase the accuracy of a particular attack in combat. Punt is derived from charisma plus any additional points added to the punt skill. Each additional skill point doesn't directly equal one additional punt point. Skills attain different effects whenever a threshold is reached. Okay. Close. Okay, so we are level 1. We have 10 points to spend here. We're going to up agility, reflexes, and speed. Yeah, I like that. I put 2 points there. Resolve is endurance and toughness. Awareness is perception and insight. I like that. And then charisma. I like charisma a lot. So we've got 7 agility, 8 awareness, and 10 charisma. That's where I added points. So now I get to go down here, and we're going to upgrade shooting mastery to level 25, which gets it up to the next level. And we're going to do punt as well. Why can't I increase punt? Okay. Did I miss the thing that told me that punt upgrades different? It did say it upgrades differently. I don't remember what it said. Leadership. Leadership sounds good. Okay. We've got 9 points left to spend. We can get one more rank up. We could do biology. No. Deadeye. Take the time to line up your shot. Vigilance or drunken master. We're gonna do Deadeye. We can't quite get it up all the way, but that's high as we can go. We'll start our journey. Is there a voice here? I don't think so. Okay. Stranger. He runs his hands down his arms and legs as you approach, sloughing off waves of red dust, and says, "Welcome to Taylor's Farm. Jacob said you were on your way, mate. We're delighted to have you." He claps his hand on your shoulder and gives you a friendly shake. "It's good land down here near Wandering. Haven't seen it myself, of course." And say, "It's a beautiful countryside. You heard right. Land is land, or any plot is what you make of it." Any plot is what you make of it. "True in some ways, not in others." He nods to the windmill. "Sometimes you can do your best, and Mother Nature just doesn't want to pay the bill. Regardless, you'll find the work a little different to what you're used to. Wandering's farmland, but here we mostly raise sheep, camels, and pigs. We keep the roos and rabbits out, and the occasional poacher. Think you can handle it?" Wouldn't be here if I didn't." "Then let's get you started." He pushes his sleeves up to his elbows and looks around the farm. "We've got sheep dung to move into town for the garden, water to fill the tubs in the overnight paddock, and a stuck windmill. There's a bucket and shovel in the trailer for the manure. I won't fault you if you can't get the windmill going. It's about time we sent up to Meriden for parts anyway. Oh, and a jumbuck's gone and got his head stuck in the fence again. Probably bitey. Go on outside and give him a shove back in, will ya? Come find me when you're done." Excuse me. He heads toward the overnight paddock where sheep is hobbling around on an injured leg. Okay. Player and camera movement. To move your character, use the left stick and press A to move. You can also use A to interact with characters and points of interest in the world. I'm going to zoom out a bit here. Oh, there's the sheep with the broken thing. There's our shovel. Let's go pick up a shovel. And a bucket. One shovel added. One empty bucket added. Pick up a poop. So this is using point and click movement. I don't know if there's a direct movement option. I guess we can check our options real quick. Controls. I don't see anything that suggests that there is. It was okay. I just finally started playing Baldur's Gate 3, which is very inopportune timing for this game to come out right when I started playing Baldur's Gate 3, but you know, it is what it is. But I do like the direct control you get in that game. I don't see any more poop here. Could somebody use poop? Is that all poop? That's not poop. What's that? A rubble pile. Take all. Sure, I'll take the rubble. What's this? Is there a way to see what things are before I pick them? Oh, party inventory. Okay. Ah! Feed bag, barley, okay. My inventory? Why aren't I wearing my hat? Hat. There we go. Cool. It doesn't change my character's visual. It is a unseen hat. Let's see. I need. Where do I find more poop? Who's this guy? This guy's name is John. Let's talk to John. John, can you tell me where to find some poop? He takes a sip of tea from a battered tin mug as you approach. The gray in his hair catches the sunlight as he puts his mug down and turns to shake your hand. His voice is so quiet you have to strain to hear.
Bloody good to have you here, mate.
I'm gonna ask for another cuppa. He glances involuntarily at his cup and smells.
Not right now, but I'll ask Sarah to bring 3 cups next time she makes a trip.
There's a strange quality to his voice that you can't quite place. Part strain, part whisper. It sounds painful, but he seems completely relaxed. I'm gonna say, what's wrong with your voice?
You don't beat around the bush, do ya?
He gives you an appraising look.
Too much yelling is a stock hand. Either that or it's cancer. Nothing to be done either way.
And I have an option in my responses here that says biology, success. I could take a look at you. I've had medical training. Let's do it.
Thanks, but no thanks. My wife's the town doctor, so I'm in good hands.
He smiles softly to lessen the sting of his words.
I appreciate the concern, though.
All right. John did not tell me where to find poop. There's all these animals around. There's got to be more poop. Is that poop? No. Well, that goes back to my character. Oh, wait. No, that just locked onto my character while I was moving. That was weird. I guess we'll check out the windmill. The whole structure sways slightly as you climb the rusted ladder. You can hear the straining of the windmill before you can see the mechanism properly. It's trying to turn in the weak breeze, but something is stopping it. Let's examine it. It's not moving, and some of the parts look rusty. As far as you can tell, there's no reason it shouldn't be moving. It just isn't. Maybe some oil would help. We're going to try to move it by hand. You grip the hot metal, but the vanes won't move. Something inside must be keeping them still. Kick the windmill. You hold on to the tower and give one of the vanes a hefty kick. It bends slightly and your foot hurts, but that's all that happens. You've done absolutely nothing to help the situation, but that inanimate object now bloody well knows its place. Okay. That was fun. That was a fun little dialogue thing that happened there. Good little sense of humor, good little jokes. I really have no idea where that other poop is. I also don't know how to fill this water trough. This is the tub Sean actually filled. There's a bucket and hose nearby hooked up to the water. Okay, fill the bathtub. Tub is now filled with, well, it's definitely mostly water. Okay. Let's go outside the fence so we can get this sheep, push the sheep's head back in, and maybe he'll poop to thank us. Hello, Bitey. This ragged-eared jumbuck has gotten his head stuck in the fence while trying to eat a nearby bush. He looks up at you with ruminant hatred as he stands perfectly still, legs splayed from when he braced to try to pull himself free. As you regard his predicament, he lets out a massive fart, and a wet slop of manure lands in the dry grass behind him. He did! That was where our missing poop was! I can say, I'm gonna say you and me both, pal. His face tenses and lets forth another torrent of shit that he calmly resumes chewing. Try to pull Bitey free, examine Bitey, examine the fence, try to push Bitey's head through the gap. We're gonna push it through the gap. He doesn't take kindly to having your hands on his face. It's a short, sharp struggle as he tries to catch the flat skin on your palms between his teeth, but finally is free of the fence and you're unscathed. He huffs and steps genteelly out of his own mounting pile of filth. Now we can go scoop up some poop. All right. The only thing we're missing now is fixing the windmill, but we need oil for that, and I don't know where to get it, so we're going to go back to Sean with everything else. I can't believe the sheep gave us poop as a quest reward.
You're back. What'd you need?
I picked up all the manure.
Awesome. Hope you use gloves.
Just kidding. When you're done with everything else, I'll get you to help me run it in town, okay? And then I'm going to say, I can help with the U. By all means. Okay, let's test the leg. Feel around for the joint for lumps. The U tries to jerk her leg from your fingers as you find tight nodules of muscle, but it moves only weakly. Sean watches and nods. Good start. Let's try bending it. The U woofs, but otherwise doesn't react. Sean strokes her head. We'll get you on the right track, little girl. What do you think the problem is? This is where I wish the game would give me my medical pop-up, because I can choose torn ligament, moderate sprain, or some kind of impact injury. I don't know. Torn ligament? My thoughts exactly. I'm pretty sure, but I've never heard to get a second opinion. Ooh, okay. As for treatment, bind it, rest it. If we had any, I'd say ice it. Sal'll be in the middle of prepping for the evening rush. I'll ask her tomorrow. In the meantime, I'll get Limpy here set up to rest. Let's wrap that leg, little one. All right. Fill the water trough. So I saw. Thanks. That'll keep these blighters from getting parched during the night. And then I'm gonna say, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix the windmill. Oh wait, no. Let's say Bitey's head first. He looks up at you, a twinkle of mischief in his eyes. He bite you? I can say yeah, nah, or lie and say nah, yeah. Okay. Too fast for the bugger, huh? Keep an eye on him. He'll get you when you least expect it. He looks over the fence, and he's got himself stuck again. Excellent. Points for determination, that guy. At least we tried. Alright. I don't think I can fix the windmill. Yeah? Bloody thing. Thanks for trying anyway. I'll get Cole to have a look at it in the morning. Now, with Limpy sorted, we can be on our way into town with that manure. He looks at the full bucket of manure with a grin. Lovely work, eh, man? Let's get this batch to Alana. She's gonna be tickled pink. Alana? Yeah, Jess's mom. Tends the garden in the middle of town. You'll meet her in a minute. Let's go. Head to town with Sean. I'm so far, I like the writing of this. Like, a little bit silly. A little bit fun. He gives her a big grin. We've brought you more X food for our future food. He pats the bucket. Ought to do you for... The sound of gunfire pops and crackles in the distance, coming from the direction of Taylor's farm. Sean's hand falls to the pistol at his hip. Then he's running back towards the gates. Excuse me. And he goes, keep up, new kid. All right. We get a taste of combat here. Whoa, he's like a scarecrow guy. Different weapons are more effective depending on the distance from the target. Pistols and shotguns don't work well up close. Pistols and shotguns work well from up close. Rifles from a medium distance, and sniper rifles better from a little further away. Experiment with different weapons of varying distances to work out your optimal range. Your Sheet Master and Deadeye skills will also affect range and accuracy as you improve them. Okay. Cool. It's not going to give me a tutorial. It's just going to set me in here. So it looks like I've got Sean up first. I've got Ben Park right in front of me, and then I've got Alex Atkins a little further away. Ben Park has a 62% chance. I have a melee weapon, though. When using melee weapon from a distance, if your target is reachable, your character will approach them, spending movement points. Certain weapons cannot be fired. Okay. 44% chance with that. So yeah, we'll just use a... It's a gun, which looks more like a rifle. I'm gonna shoot at this guy who's further away. Why does it say not enough action points now? Did I use up action points? I think I used up action points switching my weapon. Yep. Sure did. Now I don't even have enough action points to attack this guy. So I'll switch my weapon back again. Alright, that was your turn. You're gonna move over there, I guess. Oh, you've now flanked that guy. Well, that's good. End turn. Oh, you have to hold 10 turn. Okay. Whoa, this guy moves on his own. It's John. John attacks on his own. I do not control John. While in combat, you can use healing items to heal yourself and your companions. To heal, you must select the healing item on the radial wheel, then use A while hovering over yourself or a team member. Okay. How do I get to the radial wheel? X. Heal. Small first aid kit. Uses left 1. Takes 3 action points. Drop bear beer. 375 milliliter sip of heaven that also increases initiative in combat. Somehow. I like that. Okay. Cool. Let's use a healing kit on myself. And then I'm guessing I can't shoot, not enough action points. We're gonna go up to this wagon thing. I don't know if there's cover. It doesn't seem to be suggesting that there's cover. And we'll end our turn. Execution? Why did it just say execution over my head? Why do I get a turn again? I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna shoot at this guy who's really far away. Yeah! Critical hit, 19 damage. And then I'm gonna move over here. Yes. Alright, this guy's gonna come up and he uses the butcher knife on Sean, but he missed. The other guy's got a gun, he fires a pistol at me, but he missed. Now it's Sean's turn. Sean, target too close. Okay, so we need to move away a little bit. Let's use some movement points. Oh, I took an attack of opportunity. Oops. And now shoot him. I missed. Darn. There's some pigs and sheep running by. My pigs and sheep are escaping the farm. I don't think that narratively that's happening, but that's definitely happening. That's weird. Alright, end turn. John, your turn. Finish this guy off. Good job, John. One down. Oh, John shot the other guy too. John did 2 guns and killed them both. Party gained 30 experience. Cool. Okay. John, he's kneeling over the corpse of a stranger, swiftly removing anything of value. You think you see a leg twitch, but John doesn't seem to give it a second glance. Dad! Sean yells. Apparently John's his dad. He scans the farm, gun in hand, before making his way to stand between John and the outer gate. What happened?
Caught me taking a leak. Thought they'd get me while my pants were down. 2 of them got away with half the sheep, though.
He stands and grimaces. His right sleeve is red with blood.
Go see Mom. You're hurt.
John opens his mouth to protest, then winces.
Need those sheep back, son.
He seems to be communicating something to Sean, sorry. Seems to be communicating something to Sean, but you're not sure what. Sean gives a curtain on. John turns toward Brookton.
A few more stitches should do the trick. I'll see you at that side.
I'll see you that side. Sean turns to you. There's a poacher in town in a cage. Dead ringer. This looks like his lot. If the tactics... There's a poacher in town in a cage. Dead ringer. This looks like his lot if the tactics are anything to go by. Go see what info you can get out of him. I'll check for clues here. Okay. Talk to... Oh, Dead Ringer is the guy's name! Okay, go talk to Dead Ringer in Brookton near the clinic. Okay. Is this the way to the clinic, I assume? Just walk out of the farm. Okay. There's a farm. There's a chicken coop. I don't have, like, a map or anything that I've seen. This is as far out as my camera zooms. Hello, people. Oh, this is the clinic. This is John's wife. It's Sarah. Hello, can I help you? She puts down the rags she's tearing to make bandages and gives you her full attention. John's lucky he's married a doctor after what happened today. That's a pretty fatalistic view of the world. Well, you feel the full intensity of her disdain. I'm a doctor. I'd have to have a pretty big stick up my ass to not help someone in need. I don't think I have anything else to say to her. Where's this guy I'm supposed to find? That's a stranger. That's the edge of town. There's a cat. Look, there's a cat. I got a cat. I can't click on a cat. What's up with that? Here's like a market. That's cool. In Brookton, near the clinic, it says. Oh, here's a cage. Dead Ringer, there he is. He was across the street from John and Sarah. Deadringer says, "Uh-oh." The blood-splattered raider scrambles to his feet as you approach, gripping the chain link of his cage. No trouble when I see it. I'm gonna say, your gang hit Taylor's farm. Tell me where to find them. They hit the farm? Rest must be getting pretty comfy in them big old boots. A sly glint comes into his eyes. What's in it for me? What's in it for you? People will starve if we don't get those sheep back. I'll arrange a release, just tell me who I have to convince, or nothing, unless you talk. Yeah, nothing. He narrows his eyes. I don't play well with promises. People tend towards memories of convenience. Tell you what. Bring me something to keep me going until you can talk to the head honcho about getting me out of here. He snaps his fingers. A beer! It's bloody hot out here. Say fine. Give him a beer. Fucking A. You pull the door to make a gap and shove the beer through. Beautiful. They would have gone north, opposite direction you'd expect. But they'll need to be fast. If it's who I think it is, they'll drive sheep like bats out of hell. Alright, now I have to talk to Sean and Taylor's farm about my findings. Which just means clicking my way back through town. I like the writing. I don't like the combat tutorialization. I don't think that's necessarily going to reflect poorly on the combat overall, but they did not really explain much of anything about combat, which is a little disappointing. But yeah, the writing seems cool. The setting seems cool. So I think there's going to be interesting things to be seen in this game. Let's talk to Sean. He's got a backpack on. He's ready to go. What do you have to say? He told me where to find them. Let's go. He rubs the back of his neck. Look, I've got to stay here. Clean up the farm. Check on Dad. You go on ahead. Okay. I'll get the sheep back. Don't worry. Good. I trust you. Bring them home. Head out. I don't like the disconnected locations. Makes the world a little less exciting.
Two dusty figures stand in the distance having a heated conversation. You can't hear everything they're saying, but the name Alderside comes up repeatedly. You're able to get quite close before they notice you. As you approach the sheep, however, they suddenly fall silent.
Where's the voiceover coming from? Oh, that's it. That was just that box, apparently. Hey, you! The woman glowers at you, sun-chapped cheeks red and angry. Just stay back, all right? Awareness, I can say I can see you're unarmed, or I can say I can see you're unarmed. I'm not. Yeah. She hesitates, sizing you up. It's clear she doesn't like what she sees. And the other guy says, now just hold on a tick. Despite appearances of the contrary, my partner and I can be reasonable. Let's hear each other out. He gives the woman a cautioning glance. Raiders attacked this morning, made off with most of the sheep. They went after Brookton too? They hit Alderside a few days ago. Never dreamed they'd try their luck with the Taylors. This is bad. Woman rolls her eyes. No shit. I'm gonna say, where are you headed? Back to Alderside. We were just letting the sheep have a little rest. Some of them have come a long way. Are these your sheep? They are now. What she means to say is we found them wandering loose and added them to our flock. So yeah, ours now. Can I look at the sheep? Alright. No funny business. There are quite a few different earmarks, all from communities in the area. You spotted Alderside, Pingley, and of course Taylor's farm. A third from each place, 30 sheep in total. Probably the stragglers left behind to starve. Well, she's clearly impatient to leave. Some of these sheep have Taylor's farm brands on them. Shit. Sue, you said you checked them. Don't tell me you knew. Of course I bloody did. Brookton's our ally, but so what? We don't get these sheep back to Alderside, you can kiss little Cammy's sweet round tummy goodbye, Norm. No more food for tiny bellies. That what you want? Sue, this isn't who we are. No, it's who we need to be. I'm gonna say half and half. She doesn't break eye contact with you. Gather half of those little buggers, Norm. Time to head home. She waits until he's out of earshot. Don't screw this up for us, Brookton. We both came out of this better than we went in. Got a lot of hungry people back in Alderside. She walks away. They left you all the Taylor's farm sheep and some from Pingley. Now all that remains is to drive him home. Okay, that was cool. What is going on outside? There appears to be things that I need to attend to. So I appreciate you hanging out and checking out this game with me, and I appreciate the team for sending me a chance to look at it. But I'm gonna have to play more online and get back to you. So take a look at Geek Media. I should have some more thoughts up there at some point. And until then, thanks for watching, friends, and tap in, hope for the best. If you enjoyed my show, it would mean a lot if you would rate and review it on iTunes, share it on social media, or check out my Patreon. You can find all of my stuff at TroytlePower.carrd.co.
This has been a presentation
of the We Can Make This Work
Probably Network.
Follow us on Twitter
At Probably Work.
For more of our questionable content.
Also, we have a website called probablywork.com.